Nexxlegacy.
Fenty Beauty by Rihanna was created with the promise of inclusion for everyone, with an unmatched offering of shades and colors for all skin tones. You'll never look elsewhere for your beauty staples. Danaya Azure Radio is now sponsored by Fenty Beauty. Browse their foundation line, lip colors, and so much more. All you have to do is go to www.danayaazure.com. That's www.danayaazure.com. And click on the link that says Nexxlegacy Fenty.
Nexxlegacy.
This is Sidell, and you are now tuned into Danaya Azure.
Hello, Sidell. How are you?
I am blessed and highly favored. How you doing tonight? I'm so
I
happy
am good.
to be
Welcome
here.
to Danaya Azure Radio. Guess what? You're the very first person from Chatter on Danaya Azure Radio.
Let's go! Chatter to the moon. Well, shout out to Nelson.
Go. Yes. So I met Sidell on Chatter, and you go by Twin on there, right?
Yes, but
so how did you get that name?
I'm a twin. I'm an identical twin.
Oh, dope. Okay. So y'all both on the app?
No, sister wouldn't dare. She went on Clubhouse, and one time when my dad was on there before he passed away, we gave him a big old tribute because he did music for a long time, and she deleted the app, which I don't blame her now. I ain't even.
I understand. I completely understand. So tell everybody what you do, Miss Lady.
So I am the owner of Millie's Seasoning, and it was created in the image of my grandmother, who she was right at 93 years old. So she cooked everything she lived to be a great age. Well, all of my mother and stuff, I live, my mom is up there, but my great grandmother, everybody hit their 90s. So, but she was inspired. It was inspired from my grandmother, who cooked everything from scratch, right? My slogans, open up a can would have been an insult. So her food it wasn't with any sodium, so my seasonings are sodium free, but her food was packed with flavor. So I really had a aha moment in the kitchen one day. I was like, well, you know what, let me just make my own seasoning, because it's like if it came from my brain to my tongue, if that makes any sense. So I started with a garlic and herb. Just went on Canva, took her little old-fashioned picture, said Millie Seasoning, flavor done the old-fashioned way, and it took off from there.
Shout out to Canva.
Yeah.
For sponsors here, Nexxlegacy. Yes. Shout out to Canva. We love Canva over here. Okay, but you said something that is really, really important. Did I hear you say that your seasonings have no sodium?
Right. So it is flavorful, sodium-free seasoning. So that's why it does phenomenally well. And not only do I have garlic and herb, now I have seasoning for your seafood. I have Cajun and all-purpose, and more is to come. I actually make a fresh-to-order chicken fry as well, which is made with just all-natural ingredients and the flour. It's a 7-ounce bag. We'll give you about 4 great fries, and then we make popcorn with the seafood seasoning and the Cajun on it for a healthy snack.
She just said they make popcorn, they got chicken. Yes. All of the yeses, because the biggest thing that I heard out of that was the fact that it's sodium free.
Yes.
And that's the biggest problem that we have when it comes to a lot of these seasonings. I was like, why didn't you tell me there was you put it out and you're like, it's salty. What happened? Why wasn't I aware that there was some salt in this? Because I wouldn't have done it this way. Now I got to figure out how to make it work. I can't wait to try your stuff. I'm excited.
Yeah, so that's why it does phenomenally well because I will agree with you. It's a lot of places I have eaten at that it was
Hmm.
so salty that I had to at least come home and feel like recooking it over
Right.
to tone the salt down. So like I don't eat lemon pepper wings, but I don't eat salt at all. I don't like the taste. So it just was beneficial to me.
Mm.
It made more sense. Plus, we suffering from high blood pressure, cholesterol
Yes.
like that. So if it's I just want to basically let everybody know that it's not just the seasoning, it's a healthy choice for you because your food will still taste so flavorful without the sodium.
Exactly. And that's what's important is having that flavor, right? That because that's what people think the salt gives you, but it doesn't. It's the seasoning that
Hmm.
gives you the flavor, not the salt, I promise you.
Right, they think salt and pepper is a seasoning when it's not.
Well, see? Oh, yeah, I am excited. So, how did you come up with your flavors?
Like I was saying, so it came from like my brain to my tongue. So I'm an excellent cook, right? And I was like, so it makes sense to put this, and this together. And then none of them taste the same. They all
Right.
taste different. So it was like I just allowed God just to use me how he see fit with the formulas. I made sure I wrote them down. I got a trademark, and everything now. But at first I just wrote them down so I can make sure I do it the same way over and over again. And then I hired somebody to do my labels over professionally.
Right.
Somebody did my website for me, my SEOs. I got the barcodes. Now I am a certified manufacturer seasoning company,
Come
a registered
on.
agent, a LLC EIN. I am on Amazon, and then Amazon reached out to me, so now I'm on the supplier gateway side of Amazon, and I have a rep which will get me to the program to where now I have to ship them the product as Amazon's going to ship it out for me. So I'm
Okay.
classified as like like a black owned women business to get all the credits and the perks.
Yes,
And then
yes.
Walmart reached out, so now I have a Walmart rep. So I'll be working on Walmart next, and I also just got placed in a store in North Carolina. So we're on aisle one on the top shelf.
What store is it in North Carolina?
So
In
it's in
Walmart?
the yeah, no, it's in the Super G Mart. It's an international market across the street from like it's called the Carolina Place Mall.
Okay.
And I'm just doing a lot of I've been doing a lot of footwork myself, a lot of networking, introducing
Yes.
myself. And I did a live demo, which would have been 3 Saturdays ago, and I sold 43 or 44 bottles in 4 hours.
Come on. That's what I'm talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about. And we got Sidell, the owner of Millie Seasoning, is our guest here on Danaya Azure Radio. That is so dope. And I love the fact that you understand branding. You understood that you had to get the website done right. You understood that you had to get the labels done right.
Yes. So what I did was I took a trip to Food Lion. True story. I scooted the other seasonings back and pictured myself there. And then I just took a
Mm,
mental of what everybody else's seasoning looked like. Even when I was making the first bottle, which I was just, saying I'm gonna make my own seasoning. I love McCormick. So I was like,
right.
man, I'm gonna be with them one day. And literally I am in the aisle with them in that store. So we are what we speak. So people should be very
Come
mindful of
on.
that.
Come on.
And
Look.
so I went to Food Lion and scooted the seasoning back. And imagine me being there and looking at all the colors. So I'm a visual person, and I saw that the tan that I created on Canva wouldn't stand out. It would blend in, right? You know what I'm saying? Like people will over probably look me. So when I looked at everybody else's seasoning bottles, how it was vivid, bright in colors, I got with the guy, and then we created the whole labels. That's what people see now, and it's vivid. You see my grandmother's face in the center grade. You can see
Right.
the wording. The ingredients is on the back and things of that nature. So I went with those colors.
That is what's up. I love it. I love it. I think a lot of people don't understand the power of networking. And they always say closed mouths don't get fed. And you heard what she said. She said she did the footwork. She was going to different companies. She's introducing herself. And she's absolutely stunning, by the way. Y'all can't see her. Well, y'all can. Yeah, actually, no, you can see her. You guys are on the app. You guys can see her. And if you're on the website, you can see her. Absolutely stunning. So you already know. And just a beautiful person inside and out. That's why she's able to put that love into her season. And it's selling on everywhere, for sure.
Yeah, so I see it picking up. I have a company that backs me up, and I'm certified on there. I got like insurance and everything, so it puts me in places like in front of Walmart, Whole Foods with the organization that I'm with. But
Yes.
these organizations wants to see footwork. They want to see numbers, even though I do a lot of vending events. So I have done almost 5 vending events so far, and now I have one set for a fall festival in North Carolina, a Christmas festival, and another one for a big old pop-up shop. But I couldn't prove that I'm selling these bottles, right? That's kind of like word of mouth. But
Right.
now that I got it inside of a store, people like to see numbers. So it will help me with the numbers to say, okay, she's selling this amount, this amount, this amount. And now I can, submit to Whole Foods because that's the first person I wanted to get into the store with. But God had saw fit different. He saw that store first, and then now I can pitch the Whole Foods in different places. I'm just taking it. My father's favorite saying was, "Take it one day at a time," and that's
Yes.
exactly what I do. I allow God to align my steps. I had a meeting today with a big old manufacturer that's do nothing but professional labels, like for peanut butter companies and things like that. So I had that meeting today. So now they're giving me a quote because my labels will look just like regular people with on ketchup and things of that nature.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it. I absolutely love it. So how did you originally get connected, like on Chatter? Like, because mind you, Chatter is not out for the general public yet. It's invite only. So how did you get connected to Chatter?
Well, shout out to Trelly because Trelly is my friend off of the app, and I met
Yes.
her on Clubhouse. So Trelly is someone that I say near to dear to my heart. She's super sweet, and it was my dad's birthday, and she sang to him on Clubhouse. So I sent her
Wow.
the recording of her singing and say, "Well, today is his birthday," and then we got to talking, and she said, "Well, Nelson, because I wasn't on Clubhouse for 2 years, so it wasn't sitting right in my spirit. No disrespect to nobody else, but I gotta guard my gates, right? My spirit.
Yep.
So it wasn't sitting great with my spirit. So I got up off of there, but I still stayed in communication with Trelly. I used to have an online store, Sidell's Finest Fashion, and she did my voiceover for me. So she's a sweet person, right? And
Nice. Okay.
she sent me the invite, and that's how I got on Chatter because I'm going to support Nelson because I used to sit in the Million Marathon room, and Cindy is my friend. Like, I know her phone number. We text a lot, and they pinned my link up
Nice.
to my fashion store before, and people was placing orders and things of that nature. So I'm gonna go and support, and I actually love that app,
Yes.
and I see it growing and things of that nature. So shout out to Nelson for that, and shout out for Trelly for the invite.
That is what's up. That is what's up. So, what's interesting about being a beta tester is you're working through the kinks. You're definitely working
Yes.
through the kinks.
Yeah. So I have invitations. I just haven't really pushed them and gave them out yet. But, once he opens it up, I will. And, I sit in people rooms and just observe, and I'm a listener, and things of that nature. But I have met a lot of great people on there that I didn't
Yes.
even know from Clubhouse or across the street or whatever they calling it, like you and and different other people. People have bought the seasonings and things of that nature by me just talking in rooms. So I appreciate that. Like I got some I
Oh,
got to send out tomorrow for people who
yes.
ordered off of the app. So off of Chatter. So shout out to Chatter.
Oh, that's what's up. Yes, yes. Yeah, I got connected to the phenomenal Sidell when I was in Fireman's room.
Yeah,
And
so shout out
Fireman,
to Fireman.
yeah, so I actually got initially invited by Lauren LaPont, who's amazing.
Yes, she
And
is.
I got on a couple times and I was like, this is all right. But then Fireman's like, yo, I'm on chatter. Come to the room. And so I came in, and it was a music room, and the vibe was amazing because y'all already know I love my music. I love my independent artists, so, and then we went to go support somebody else, and we found out there's this thing called fire starters. And so now we are fire starters, and I was
Yes,
like,
we are.
right, and like, what's a fire starter? Someone that is unique and is a trendsetter, and it's a community that supports one another. So shout out to Fireman, who actually has been a guest here on Danaya Azure Radio. So shout out to him and all the amazing things that he's doing. So I'm
Yeah,
super,
shout
super
out to
excited.
Fireman. I really seen him in rooms over there across the street, but didn't get to know him. And
Yes.
we have each other numbers and we text and inspire, and things like that. So shout out to him because he has a great heart and he just want to see people win, and he creates the room so everybody can build and grow. Each one teach one. So I love that.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because right after it was, and I was, were you at the award show? I caught the last of it, but there was an
Yeah, I did.
award show. So kind of explain that real quick for those who don't understand how that works.
So Billy, shout out to Billy because she's amazing, right?
Yes, she
And
is.
she just had like her film festival awards, and then she also had like the Chatter Awards, like the up and coming creators and things of that nature. So it was like people from the audience or on the app is the ones that voted for the ones that we seeing now and what we calling the hallway in the channels. And it was a great show, and people who won deserved it, and everybody that was nominated deserved it.
Definitely, definitely. And then we had that after party. That after party was like what made me be like, okay, yeah, this is definitely the place for me because the energy here is just so incredible, and just to see the vibe of the people that came through, the diversity of the people that
Yes.
came through that after party was insane.
Yeah, it was good. It was a great night, and it's a great app.
Yes.
I love the app, and I have channels there, and I opened it up once just to get the feel of it, but I like to support right now, and then eventually I'll make my own rooms.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna make my first room tonight actually. So we're recording this on the day that we're giving flowers to Phil Collins. So I'm opening that room up actually right after this interview, as a matter of fact.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I was playing with it earlier because I'm like, wait, I don't know how to share the screen. I was like, let me test this real quick. I was like, oh, just hit this button. I've been pushing buttons since I was a kid, so I'll
Yeah.
push a button real quick.
Hey, you gotta learn, and if you don't know, you better go to YouTube University.
Right, look. Right, it's YouTube University, and just push a button, and we'll figure it out later.
That's it. That's it. So,
Most
yeah, guys,
definitely.
I'm excited about where God is taking the seasoning. And like even yesterday, I was a little overwhelmed because I do work a regular job, and I just like went to the bathroom and cried. It was great tears, right? Because like
Yes.
reps and like people is finding me and calling me, and I'm like, okay, God, I see you in 1 year. So now I'm
Yeah.
just trying to get my ducks in a row. I'm about to hire an assistant and everything due to the fact that I feel like I need one just to help me with the, everything that I got going on
Yeah,
because
for sure.
it takes a team. Even though I have my family helping me at the events, I still need help because they got life is life and they got their things going on. So now I'll be hiring an assistant.
Okay, that's what's up. I mean, you definitely got to come back on because, like I said, I love your energy. You definitely doing your thing for sure. It's always amazing to be able to support another phenomenal Black woman doing her thing.
Yes, I'm happy for you and keep thriving on there, finding you some guests. You should have a slew of guests from being on
Oh,
there.
we are. Like I said, I just got in the app, so it's coming. It's definitely coming for sure.
Yeah, yeah,
Because I'm definitely gonna have Billy. I'm definitely gonna have Portia. It's coming.
yeah,
Definitely,
yeah, yeah.
it
They
is coming.
deserve
It
it.
is coming. I'm like I said, I'm excited to see how everything progresses. You know what I mean? It's really dope to be at the beginning of something. I've been
Mm-hmm.
with the company, this next legacy. I've been with them since 2012.
Oh wow.
I originally just called into a show to support a friend, and they were like, "Hey, you want to be a co-host on this show?" and it kind of just evolved from there. So we are now, as actually in 4 days, we will be 17 years old.
Look at God. Yeah, I got a podcast. I podcast and I interviewed entrepreneurs on what got them started, what keeps them motivated in the industry. I took a little break because I went on my first twincation. So me and my twin sister, we just traveled all over the place, Aruba and different places for like 11
Nice.
days. And we just booked our next one because, life is too short not to enjoy yourself. And a lot
Yes.
of people get stuck in the cycle of getting up, getting dressed, going to work, doing whatever they got to do. But what's life if you're not living?
Come on. What is life if you're not living? Absolutely.
Some people just live and they don't have a life. And if that makes any
Yes.
sense. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So when everything is said and done, what do you want your legacy to be?
Well, my legacy is I want my grandmother to be in so many cabinets that we even lost count. And I have grandchildren and children, so I don't want them to have to work. So even for Christmas, I have two older grandchildren. I'm a little older than I look, but two of them. I'm about to get one a t-shirt heat press, and then they're getting a hat heat press, and I'm paying for their LLCs, and all they got to do is think of the name, and I help them buy the t-shirts and the hats because I want them to know what it is to be an entrepreneur. Yeah, we can all have a job, but it's not set in stone. Your job, you could come to work one day, be the CEO, I don't care who you are, and get let go. But if you start from the ground up, from the mud, and you do it every day and grind and hustle and have your own, and then that's how you build a legacy. So I want to show my two oldest grandchildren that they could do it too. And then right when I left this world, look at my grandmother, how she planted the seeds, not knowing it, just from cooking.
Right.
So now my mother prayed for me, and I'm praying for mines, and I'm trying to leave legacy for mines, and so on until, whatever God see fits.
Yes. Come through generational wealth.
That's right. So my
Yes.
nephew even posted, um, on because my nephew, my twin sister's son, he was like, "Auntie over here breaking generational curses because, we don't have
Mm.
generational curses, we have generational blessings." But to just, go forth and because I cried like a baby when I walked in the store and seen it. Right, it might have not been a big ordeal to much, but it was really big to me to say, "Okay, Lord, I see you, and you want me to keep going, regardless if I didn't get a lot of orders online at first. Now they're picking up." See, so but I could have gave up, but I'm not going to give up. So, and my social media influence is Judy, the Brat's wife, because she too
Mm.
started a business to where she was in New Orleans and used to do hair. Now she owns that whole entire complex. And one day I
Yes.
watched her and she said she didn't get one, she only got one sale for the month for that kaleidoscope. But she's great at marketing. She's a guru at what she does. And she just was basically on that live saying, "Don't you give up. It's not what it looks like. It's bigger than that." But people give
Yes.
up so fast thinking, okay, this ain't meant to be. I had one business, it wasn't that great. I had another business, it wasn't that successful. But I had someone who prophesied over me and said, "Your third business," I wasn't even thinking about seasonings. You hear me?
Mm.
"My third business is what's going to make me a millionaire."
Come on. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I absolutely love it. Miss Lady, before I let you go, what is on your playlist?
My playlist?
Yes, ma'am.
Friday, the artist Friday. I love Friday. I listen to a lot of jazz. I was listening to old school on my
Okay.
Google Doc. When I get in the car, I listen to a lot of gospel. I don't listen to
Okay.
the radio. I can't get with whatever we got rapping on right now. I love me some good old Fantasia, Lauryn Hill. I'm saying,
Ah,
but
okay.
I love Friday because if anybody's not on to Friday, Friday is a singer, but he sings about inspiration as well. It sounds like he's from Haiti, maybe, and like blessings. Like the songs is really great. So I really rock
Yes.
with Friday Station. I love Friday. Shout out to Friday.
I love it. I love it. So go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you, follow you, and most importantly, book you.
Yeah, so you guys can follow me on TikTok, and it is millieseasoning.com. Everywhere is millieseasoning.com. And then you can find Millie Seasonings at millieseasoning.com. You can also find me at vending spots near you, or if you are in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, please go to Super G Mart in Pineville and pick you up a bottle. It is flavorful, sodium free seasonings done the old fashioned way. Everything you need is in one bottle. Your taste buds will thank me later.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much for coming on. I truly
I
do
appreciate
appreciate
you.
you. Yes,
I,
and thank you for being my very first Chatter guest.
yes, I'm excited. Chatter to the moon. Go chatter.
Yes, yes. Alrighty. Continue to express what makes you unique.
Express what makes
When we first met, stole my heart away. Your love was incredible, wonderful. Then you began to change. You used to make me feel special. Now all you do is make me cry. Gave you my everything, baby, but all you gave me was lies. I try to be the one for baby you. Nexxlegacy.
Are you searching for the perfect gift? Or do you just need a unique statement piece for yourself? Well, either way, Danaya Azure help you out. What you need is the S for S jewelry collection by Danaya Designs for You. S for S stands for strictly for a stage. Stand out at your next photo or video shoot. Snag that magazine cover. Go from being a part-time extra to an actor or actress who stays booked. Or just be the talk of the town at every event. Danaya Designs for You jewelry is handcrafted and Chicago made for men, women, and children. To start your collection, simply go to www.danayaazure.com. That's www.danayaazure.com. That's www.danayaazure.com.
Nexxlegacy.